So, morning, Donald. Back up machine running. And get underway. Alrighty. So I'm going to share the screen and get into this. Whoops, we need this one here. Okay. So do a little formal bit at the beginning, then we can relax into this. So welcome to a free mini soul contract reading webinar to uncover the truth of how your life is really meant to work. I'm Nicholas Dave, a man of the Center for Conscious Ascension. This is for the guys who are going to watch it on YouTube later. Okay, so why are you here? I'll say why I'm here, actually. I'll start off. So I'm here to just share this work with you, which I've been doing for 36 years, and it still amazes me at how it transforms lives. It transformed my life when I had my soul contract reading with Frank Harper, the founder of this work. So I'm here to share with you and give as many little mini readings as I can today, so you can ask all the questions, key questions about your life, and answer any questions you have about the work in general. So I live outside London in England. It's a very warm summer's day, which is great for England. And I'd like to just hear what brought you guys here. Just your name, where you're from, what brought you here, and what's your intention for this webinar. And we set a group energy there, and then from there it'll guide us on the way we go. So you can just put your electronic hand up if you want to ask if you want to check in. You'll raise hand at the bottom there. Then I can take you in order, and you guys. If you haven't got the camera on, you can still put it up, and I'll see it anyway. Jennifer, the brave one, well done. What brought you here?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer. I'm in Florida, and just kind of hearing about this, and I did kind of a self-paced chart reading, but just wanting to learn more about it, more detailed, more in-depth information about the charts.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Okay, Peter. What brought you
Hi,
here?
my name is Peter Evans. I'm in South Wales in the UK, and I just like to know more about the information that you give us about ourselves.
Okay, do that. All right. Thank you. Who's next?
Good day. My name is Paul Michael Raspa Jr. I am in Arizona. I was first introduced to soul contracts about 12 years ago. My colleague went through your training, Nicholas, about 15 years ago.
Who was that?
Jeremy Eugene Wilson.
Okay, yeah.
And so I've been studying on my own primarily for the last 12 years, just really looking to find some new insights. There's always an onion to be peeled here. And so always know that with a new perspective, a new voice, you find some new answers. So always
Okay.
seeking.
So you've been studying the book, have you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, talk more about it later. Karen Deer, welcome. What's brought you here?
Yes, I'm from Boston, and what brought me here was like when there's certain gifts and stuff, I want to learn how to like manifest those
Sounds gone a bit. You want to learn how to
things
manifest your
from the soul
gifts.
contract. I find that when I read something, I understand something that I didn't understand before.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I feel like each time I come to a session, I'll like be able to learn more and more. And I feel like I also want to find out what my purpose is. Like I have an idea of what it is, but I have no idea of how to manifest it or what steps to take to manifest the things and the like talents or skills, for an example, that I would say in the soul contract. And I have no idea how to manifest any of these things, but I kind of understand it
Okay. Got it.
a little bit. There's still like a lot I feel like I have to learn with it and how to read the numbers and everything.
Okay, got it. All right. I'm just going to switch the chat on for everyone. So you guys in the attendee room, just put a little message here testing there. You should be able to get it. Someone else join. Joanna, you can speak now if you want. If you like to join us in the panelist room, then you can turn your camera on if you want to. Not compulsory, it's up to you. Okay, so just if you want to do that, just click on the panelist window that just came up just there and sent you. Okay. Joanna's going to join us.
Hi, Nicholas.
Hello.
I'm Delia. I just don't know if you can see me or not.
You need to say yes to being a panelist, Delia. Then the camera can switch. Then the camera can be switched on. That's it. Okay, she's coming over. Okay, we're getting there. There she is. Can't hear you now.
Okay,
now I can. Now I can.
Yes. Okay, so my name is Delia. I'm from Ireland, and I heard about the soul contract decoded for a long time, but I'm more curious to know why I'm here. Why I'm here on this planet, and what's the contract what I have? Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll see what we can do about that. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Joanna, welcome. We'll support you here. It's not unmuted yet. Let me press the button and try now. There you go. Try that.
Hi.
Yep, can hear you.
Okay, great. I'm Joanna. I'm from the US and I'm here. Yeah, I've had the book for years. And I'm just kind of at a point in my life where I'm not, yeah, sort of confused again, lost, I think a bit on what my purpose in the world is, my greater purpose, my soul's purpose and what I've come to do or create in this world.
Okay. See if we can help. Okay. You just hang in there, guys. Hopefully we can answer some of as many of your questions as possible. Okay. Serene. Just try again. Just unmute. Okay. What's brought you here? Welcome.
Hi, I'm Serene. I'm from Malaysia, and I'm quite new to this, but it's interesting to me because I've been interested in different healing modalities. So
Okay, just stop a sec. Karen May, can you stop sharing the screen because you're taking control of the webinar. Just if you can just go to the top and stop sharing. Okay. Hang on, I'm going to take the screen back. Hang on. Okay, don't click on the screen share there, please. Okay, so sorry guys. Let me just get back to sorry, Serene. Okay. Karen, if you just leave it as it is, don't touch anything, okay? It's fine. Okay. Serene, back to you, sorry.
yeah, I mean that's basically it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now I'll share the screen and we'll get on to the content a bit more. So Karen, you might need to log off and log in again. Log off and shut your computer down completely for 30 seconds to reset the memory, and then restart again. Okay. Let me just message him for this. Okay. So we know why we're here now. Okay. So, okay. All right. So, what is a soul contract reading? Let's get into this. This is for, especially for people who are not so familiar with the work. So bear with me, guys. Some of you who've been studying this for years. Okay. So a soul contract reading is an accurate, in-depth, channeled system of spiritual interpretation that will empower you to decode the spiritual map of your life so you can manifest your soul purpose. A lot of you have said that's what you want to know more about. So I'm sort of going to give a brief overview of it for people who are brand new to this. Okay. Then we'll get into what it means. And so it enables us to decode the secrets of the blueprint of your life hidden within your birth name. And if you guys felt that something's very important, you're here to do something very important in this life, but it's been hidden from you, and put your hands up if you feel that. Who feels that? Yeah, it's been really hard to find out what that is. Okay. And you're feeling you just can't quite get to it. And does it always feel like there's one challenge after another blocking you from turning that hidden thing into a living reality? And that's most likely because I was like that from a very young age. I was looking for the real meaning of my life, and no one could tell me. My parents didn't tell me. School, university, work, no one was giving me the answer. I thought someone's really hiding something from me. So I have been seeking the truth for my whole life, basically, until I found this work. And so at the beginning of my spiritual journey, I ended up on a workshop in 1990 in Arizona with Frank Harper, the founder of this work. And as part of that Carousel of Growth week-long training, I had a personal reading with him, and he pulled out the Star of David, asked for my birth name, proceeded to explain my entire life. Okay. Okay. So, Karen Bear, can you just mute yourself there? Because I'm getting little sounds coming through. Thanks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, plus the other one you've got two of them there. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to explain the basics of how it works. So he did explain my entire life, and a major part of what he said was here to teach, and it turns out to teach this work. So when we come to Earth, our soul designs the incarnation. It basically looks at all its past lives, looks at what were the major themes I was going through, what I want to learn more about, designs this lifetime. It picks the parents, location, the astrological sign. It picks the time zone, or age, actually, because the age we're actually going to incarnation, country, likely relationships. Then it selects a name which will manifest everything we need, and we have a set of vibrations that we infuse into the fetus at the time of conception to manifest, because sounds creative, our complete subjective experience of life. And we can decode this by taking the vibrations of our name and decoding them on the Star of David here. I'll go through that briefly. So when you come to the School of Earth, when you're first born, your ego is brand new. We're untempered. Brand new experiment in consciousness. And so there's two components of us. There's a physical part and a spiritual part. Okay. And what happens here is that the physical triangles where we learn to walk and talk, get conditioned responses, education, jobs, etc. Get up and running. First 5 cycles of 7 years. The first 35 years or less. And between the ages of 35 and 42, the 6th cycle or younger, the spiritual triangle becomes more predominant. It was always running, but it becomes more predominant. So this is the spiritual awakening, initiation of fire, dark night of the soul, in 3D terms, the midlife crisis. Middle-aged men buy sports cars, get divorced, marry woman, younger woman, all that sort of stuff. And it happens on women divorce their husbands as well. That happens there too. Because we're looking to manifest this true purpose. And the soul's hoping you've done enough work with the physical triangle to build upon it, with the spiritual triangle to get on with the mission. Okay? Now, within each triangle, there's 3 aspects. There's karma, talents, and goals. And karma is a set of unresolved past life issues that the soul programmed into us subconsciously that will gradually reveal themselves to challenge us. So this is the hard stuff we face in life at times. And it's not there to defeat us. It's only there to create the negative context of our life. So hopefully our physical talents will activate and overcome the physical karma. And the karma turns into our gifts. It's part of the answer you've all been asking, what's my purpose here? So in our biggest challenges lie our biggest gifts. If we can turn our consciousness into it and transform them. Most people run away from their karma, therefore they get stuck in life. They don't, because they didn't realize the very thing they're looking for is staring them in the face. Okay? Because the law of opposites creates everything we don't want, so we get what we do want. For example, if you have a very disempowering childhood, which is what I did, okay, the whole point of that was to learn, for me to learn to come into my power by overcoming all the karma. And as the physical talents get stronger, that helps us move towards the physical goals, which is what drives us forward in life. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning. It's what excites us in the physical world. So I like connecting with people, which is my physical goals is aims and system. Okay, so the energy moves from physical karma to physical talents to physical goals. And same with spiritual karma. The spiritual karma is how we disconnect from higher consciousness, and hopefully the spiritual talents will help us reconnect and we embody more higher consciousness, and that gives us another toolbox, another set of gifts, which is part of the answer to your purpose here. As the spiritual talents get stronger, that then allows us to achieve the spiritual goals, which is the spiritual dreams we have, what we're here to do. I like sharing knowledge, which is why I teach. And if you know consciously what these 6 outer aspects are, then you start to manifest your soul destiny. The answer to most of your questions is, what's my true purpose? And that will be revealed in layers. It's not all going to come out in one ta-da. It's like one layer at a time. And as you consciously work on all these outer aspects over time, okay, the time here, this is percentage complete. It moves like this. If you're consciously working on it, you're going to get through all your issues much faster. If you're not aware of what's going on, it's going to be much slower. You're going to get very stuck. Okay, so consciously working on it, layer by layer, the soul destiny is revealed, the true purpose. Okay, and then you have to hit certain thresholds of completion of the outer aspects. And then what happens is that the good stuff starts to turn up. But not many people get to it because they're not conscious of what's in the outer aspects. Okay, so let's show how this works. All right. Who would like me to do a quick taster reading on the chart so you can find out what's going on?
I do.
Okay. All right, Joanna, if you want to switch your camera on, I can see you. Yep. Okay, if you switch your sound on as well, then we'll do Delia. Okay, so let me get my software up. Okay, so this is the soul contract reader.com software. Okay, so we'll show you how it works. So I'm going to type your common name in here. It's a commonly used name. So what's your full birth name, Joanna?
Joanna Christine.
K.
K-R-I-S-T-I-N-E.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same surname?
M-O-H-R, yeah.
Yeah. How do you pronounce it?
More.
More. Okay. Right. I won't put your birthday in because it's for data protection. What's your birth sign if you want to share that?
In Vedic, it's Leo. In modern, it's Virgo. Mhm.
Okay. You can be a Virgo.
Okay.
Okay. This is normal astrology.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're okay with me looking at this because you just say yes. I'll put that in the system.
Yes.
Otherwise it won't proceed. Okay. So we go okay. And we've got all your information in there. Generate your chart. So what the system has done is it uses 22 ancient Hebrew letters, and it's converted your name in English into the equivalent Hebrew sounds here. Okay. And in Hebrew, there are numbers and letters of the same sound. So for example, in Hebrew, O's are sixes, but so are U's, V's, and W's. Okay. Okay, so some of them double up. So these are pure Hebrew frequencies that come out of the sound of your name in English. Okay, and this is the difference between the system and conventional numerology, where you assign numbers to the Roman alphabet. And here, numbers are inherent within the Hebrew sound. So we take these numbers here, Hebrew numbers, and we allocate them a clockwise expanding spiral around the star. We use them all up. And then we add them up. For example, let's take this one. Physical goals, the total of the numbers is 28. Because 28 is greater than 22, there's no meaning to it. There's the soul of Moses channeled to Frank Alpha, the meanings of the numbers over 9 months. So we have to reduce it to the first number between 1 and 22. So we go 10 plus 8 equals 10, which goes here, left-hand number. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Right-hand number. So we have a pure 10 frequency and a pure 1. So Joanna, you're experiencing this continuum of pure 10 energies and pure 1 energies, plus every blend in between in physical goals. That's called a combination number. Okay. So Serene, you can ask the question after this, okay? All right. Okay. It's best to ask the questions out loud, because then I can answer it live for everybody. In the case of physical karma, the total is 43. 4 plus 3 is 7. That won't reduce anymore, so 7 plus nothing. Nothing is this another 7. So you get what's called a double number, one single frequency. So there's a lot of there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these frequencies. 5 of them are double numbers. The rest are the two combination numbers. Okay, everyone following me so far? So then we take the physical numbers, place them on the top half of the table, and the spiritual numbers, place them on the bottom half. We add them up. The total of 2 columns, 39 and 30. So 3 plus 9 is 12. 3 plus 0 is 3. Okay, and this goes in the middle. It's the soul destiny. And so all these channel symbols are like little portals, and you feel the energy. Most of you are pretty sensitive. And this is sending the energy of your soul to me, Joanna. So we're going to do a little mini reading now, which is what this webinar's about. What is the key question you have about your life? Don't hold back. Whatever the big question is, what's the big question?
Why I've come here.
Okay.
Come to create too.
Okay. You've come here to be a spiritual teacher, to be a teacher. The 3 is, how old are you now? Can I ask?
I'll be 35 at the end of August.
Okay, you're right on time then. End of the first 5 cycles of 7 years. You're looking for the the real purpose. Is that getting stronger for you?
Very.
Yeah. Okay, so the 3 here is an internal canal. And this is saying here, you're here to remove a plug of unworthiness to be loved out of this canal through healing. Okay, so then you can unlock all the secrets of great soul knowledge inside you you're here to bring out into the world as a teacher. That's the mission. Okay. Is there a particular body of knowledge you're already passionate about? Spiritual knowledge.
I would say agriculture, like nature, connected to nature.
Okay. And you're probably here to do something with that. So what are you doing at the moment?
I was working in wine for a long time, and I've sort of left that now. And now I was working in olive oil for a while. I'm kind of I'm in a blip. I'm in a gap of nothingness, kind of. I'm not doing a lot. I'm helping another spiritual teacher right now. So,
Are you learning how to teach or working with that spiritual teacher?
maybe soon. Yeah, not quite yet. I just am her assistant, but at some point I could see that.
Okay. And what does she teach?
Like women's like the feminine way, the teachings of like Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and really about the feminine true embodiment of the soul into the body.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is embodiment of the soul here. This is about being fully grounded, bring all of you in. Okay. And the ability to connect to all sorts of people, whoever they are. Okay. Are you able to do that? Are you able to be like an emotional chameleon, just adjust?
Very much, yes.
Yeah. Well, this is what this is about.
Mm.
And do you study a lot of spiritual material, like read 3 or 4 books at once, watch multiple streaming channels and things like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the 12. And you're here to absorb lots of spiritual knowledge and to expand it into a higher form and blend with different bodies of knowledge and then to teach it out in the world. That's the mission. Okay. And the way you find your audience is through physical karma, becoming that. Are you indecisive?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The indecision comes because there's a heart wound, 7, physical karma, 7. You're here to heal the wounded inner child who hides away. And she puts out a facade. Say, look at the public me, but don't look at the real me, because I don't want to be rejected again. So the main decision you have to make is, shall I drop the facade and show my real self or not?
Mm-hmm.
And as you heal the wounded heart and show your true self, the magnetics of the soul will draw all the right people to you, like this, for you to communicate and teach with. Okay. So at this stage, I say working on yourself is key. So like-minded people will come, you're here to build networks, synergize that network into a greater whole. But this is your audience here. And you're here to be successful business-wise. You're very creative.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. You're to be successful business-wise and to be very creative and grounded in that process.
Mm.
Because you're here with this 10-1 to use spiritual knowledge to serve others.
Mm-hmm.
You don't come here to do anything particularly 3D. You're here to serve. That's what gives you the greatest pleasure, I would say, there.
Yes, deeply.
And in this path you're taking, you need to learn to, the karmic lesson here is to learn to trust in God.
Mm.
So you're going to be guided through the heart to take risks, especially financial risks.
Mm.
And when you take a leap of faith, the hand of God will be there to hold you. But you have to take 100% leap of faith. That sounds like it's very familiar.
Yeah.
Okay. And the leaps of faith will get bigger and bigger. And you've got another one over here in spiritual goals, the same thing. So basically, heal your heart, trust in God, channel God, find your truth, and teach it. That's the mission.
Oh.
How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds it's
Yeah.
touched me deeply. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on the right path. So I think you're serving your apprenticeship with this teacher, and because you're here to explore the male-female balance here.
Yeah.
Within you. Okay. Were you a tomboy as a kid?
I maybe a little bit, not particularly but maybe neither one. Yeah, I guess maybe I kind of felt I hang out with my brother a lot. So
Yeah. Okay, so you're with this person, this current teacher, to move more into your feminine,
yeah.
to explore that role. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep you busy for a few years now. Now you know what's going on. Hope that helped.
Beautiful. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Delia.
Hi,
Okay. Delia, where are you from originally?
Romania.
Okay.
So Nicolcha, it's the marriage name, but
Yeah.
now I'm divorced, but I still have the name Nicolcha. I still wear everyday Nicolcha.
Okay, well,
It's not,
what's the birth name?
so the birth name, it is, so not the name, the surname, it is P. Parfene,
Yep.
P-A
Yeah. Yep.
R-F-E-N-E,
Okay.
Parfene.
Yeah. No middle name?
I don't think you spell it right. P-A-R, Parfene, P-A-R.
I've got an R there.
Yeah, I think you have it right. I
F
think,
E F E N E.
yeah, Parfene with the
Okay.
R.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Star sign?
I am a Libra. I
Okay.
can give you the date of birth and even the
No,
time of
no,
birth.
no. I don't want to put it on a public video.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Okay. Okay.
Because
Okay.
someone could try and steal your ID. That sort of stuff hasn't
Yes.
happened with us, but I've heard it happen with other people.
Okay. Got
So
you.
I just need this for your own protection.
Thank you.
All right. So let's take a look. So, Delia, say your question to me again.
So my question will be, did I reincarnate in this life? And what's the thing with why I'm born in this family where I came? And what's the thing with the karma, especially?
Tell me about the family, a bit more about that.
Yeah, I would like to know the connection with this family and why is this?
You have to tell me what's happening in the family so I understand
Oh,
context.
well, not much. I feel like the patterns are keep repeating from my mother, from my grandmother, and then my life, then my child life. There are things which I don't know how to understand them and why it keep happening in the women's part.
Oh, okay, yeah. What happens is that family lines carry specific themes that they need to work through. Okay, all
Yeah,
right. So, and you're a sensitive one. Okay,
I
it'll
feel
keep
that.
it'll keep going down the line until someone sorts it out, and I think you're the one to sort it out. You see, this 11-2 here is where you're learning to discern what influences, in this case, coming down the family line, you're going to build into your structure of life. But as a kid, you would have malabsorbed all the unresolved issues from your ancestors, especially your parents in here.
Yeah.
Okay, which is why you might feel I'm living my mother's life sometime and doing the same things. Sound familiar?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the key for you is to flush out and heal all these issues here from your parents, and underneath you'll find the real Delia, because you probably aren't living Delia's life yet.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you now, Delia? Can I ask?
51 at the end of September.
Yeah, it's probably time to live your own life. Okay, it's 7
Yeah.
cycles. So clean out parental issues, especially heal those. You might want to use something like divine healing. Okay, I'll post a link for that in the description. And there's another particular process called clearing others' energies, which is a divine healing process. I'll post that in the description. Okay. So when you feel, oh my God, I'm behaving just like my mother, then you do this process. You say, release the imprint of my mother of whatever the issue is, just name it, and you'll find it'll come out of your body.
Okay.
Okay. And then and once you dig out enough of that stuff, suddenly you'll find the real you underneath. Maybe surprised he's in there. Okay. So
Okay.
you're living your ancestors' life at the moment, I would say, from what you just told me.
I feel the burning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Thank
so,
you.
so the two is this little spring here, which is carrying the family load. Have you been depressed in the past, Delia?
Yep.
Yeah. The reason you're depressed is because you're carrying all those ancestors on your back. So this process will remove their energy to a degree, and then the spring will start to move and you feel happier. How's that for an idea?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
sounds interesting. Yeah.
Because you're really here to speak the truth, find your own unique structure, overcome any persecution for speaking the truth in the family. In your case, you need to go off and try lots of different things on life to find out your true path. So I'd say you've been a bit restless. Have you been trying on different things to find out what fits and never quite getting there?
Well, not really, because I'm actually doing the things that fulfill my soul, my purpose. I do that for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Um,
it took you a while to get there, though, by the sounds of it.
that's true. Yes.
So
Yeah.
this is the journey. You try something on, doesn't feel right in your symbolic stomach. Do something else. Do something else. Usually by the mid 40s, you've got to what it is. Okay,
Oh, yes.
so
Yeah.
so it's not going from here to the final thing, which is a lot of people do. You've got to go on this journey to get to that. And the spiritual karmas, again, like Joanna, is to actually heal the wounded heart. Okay, so then you attract to yourself the right people and opportunities for this mission. And the spiritual goal 22.4 here is about disconnection from source. Do you feel on a bad day there's no God? God's not there for you?
I don't really believe in a God. I know there is a creator. I know that we are coming, our soul is coming from somewhere, but I don't really call it as a God.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
about rebuilding the connection to God, creator, or whatever. So
Yeah.
there's a barrier in the ego the soul puts up to see if you can overcome it.
Okay.
This is a very tough pattern. And you're a teacher as well, just like Joanna. Absorb
Yeah.
knowledge, expand it, and share it. It'll be your unique body of knowledge that you're going to develop. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing at the moment?
I'm exactly a teacher, but I'm into this healing spiritual things and therapies, holistic therapies. So I am also a teacher practitioner. So that's why I'm saying I find my purpose,
Okay.
my thing. It's just it was with the family. I couldn't understand why I keep going to the same things that my mother been, my grandmother been, and I'm looking to my child and I see somehow she's repeating the same thing. So for me, that was the biggest question. Why is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're the conscious one. So clean it out, then it's cleaned up for the entire line, and then your child doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You make their life easier as well.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right. Jennifer. All right. Let's get you loaded up here. What's your full birth name, Jennifer?
So, Deloisa is my married name.
Yep.
My middle name is Colleen. It's Colleen.
Yep.
And then my surname was McDermott, McDermott.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
And I'm a Virgo.
And how old are you now?
47. I'll be 48 in about 6 weeks.
Okay. You're on the seventh cycle, so you really want to get on with it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of my way, sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's normal. All right. Everything's in there. Run the chart. Right. So what's your main question about this mission?
I think just the same as everyone else's. I just want to make sure I'm clear on like my sole purpose and what I need to overcome to just fulfill my purpose and elevate as much as possible.
Okay. And what are you doing at the moment in life?
Um, so right now I'm doing more like management stuff, helping build a business, and but I was practicing acupuncture and healing, and I'm like kind of switching back more into that, trying to have more balance.
Okay. So balance is a big thing for you for 12s. Balance at all levels, not too much of one, not too much of another, not too much 3D work. The reason you do the 3D work is to get grounded. 5s are very etheric, to get grounded, which is probably why you went back into it. Okay. Or probably a balance between the physical and the spiritual, I'd say here. Not overworking, all right, which is what can happen with 12. But here to really teach with an open heart, once you heal the heart wound you've had as a kid, whatever caused that, because you've got 3 of them here. You're here to actually work with lots of people, like-minded people. Here to be a networker. How are you with that idea? Or do you want to hide away on a mountain?
Lately I've been wanting, yeah, I go back and forth. Lately I've been pretty introverted, and I just want like to be by myself and to kind of hide in a mountain.
Yep. A lot of 7s end up living on mountains. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yep. So yeah. So heal the heart wound. What caused the heart wound? Can I ask? Because it's 3 out of 4, 7 aspects. That's the reason I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I was like, well, I guess my soul really didn't want to give flexibility. This is what I'm definitely here to work on. So I don't really know. I didn't have anything like traumatic in my childhood, but there are like a lot of like small betrayals to get over. I've had partners cheat on me before. Just feeling kind of let down by like small stuff in my childhood.
Okay.
Nothing real drastic.
Okay. Yeah. So work on that layer by layer so you can show your real self, come down off your mountain and show your real self. Come down to sea level, meet the masses because you're here to work with like-minded spiritual people. Okay. Form groups of like-minded people. You're here to, as your audience, but also to work as a team. There's a spiritual team for you. Just got to have the heart open and they will find you. Okay. Right. And you'll recognize them. All right. Everyone has a team to a degree, but 7s particularly need to learn to work with a team, not in isolation, because you'll get 5, 6 times more stuff done. Okay. And they'll do the things that you don't like doing, but things that need to be done, so you can focus on the things you do like. I mean, the main thing you're here really do is to teach from the heart. Be your authentic self. Because when you're authentic, I'm not speak from the heart, then everyone else has to open their heart. And it raises the frequency enormously. And that's how you're here to heal others' hearts in that process. Okay. And these 6s are here saying, there's something very specific you're here to do in a very creative way. And you're here to need to focus on, this is saying you probably have tons of ideas, is that right? You have lots of ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to get down to 1 or 2. There's not enough time to do them all. So you got to get down to the most important one and focus on that and take small, manageable steps of success to get to it. And don't get distracted by all the other ideas which seem equally important. Otherwise, you're never going to get anything done and you're going to get really frustrated. Okay. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So heal your heart, live in balance, feel worthy to show yourself, focus on one thing at a time and complete it before you do the next one. Because once you complete one thing properly, the next one's easier.
Okay.
Okay. Even though your ego is screaming, oh, this is a great idea, we could do both. It'll be fatal. Because you'll never get them done properly and you just get frustrated. Okay.
Thanks. Do you have any advice on like something that works well to help heal the heart?
Let's have a look. I'd recommend something like, I'll put the divine healing thing, recommendation. Divine healing is the best I'm asking you shall receive. Mira Ariel Heller, who used to co-found this business with me, she developed it for serious issues like that. Because from what you're telling me, it's a bunch of cumulative smaller events So it's about unpicking each one of those in the ego, peeling the ego onion, and so that then you can show you the real you. Okay. Right. So I'll post links for that in terms of the getting sessions or learning how to do it yourself if you want, which is actually more cost effective, really, especially if you're on this path, because when you come onto the path as a teacher, your journey is greatly accelerated. So a lot more stuff's going to come out of your ego, the average human being. That is your training. I'm speaking to all of you because this is the third 12-3 we've had here.
Yeah.
So your job is to work through your karma, and it's not a waste of time. It is the training, what you're here to teach. And people will come to you for what you've been through, not just what you know, not what you're qualified in. Okay, so you need a tool to peel that ego onion because that speeds up the reduction of emotional pain and the manifestation of the mission. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right. Hope that helps. Okay. Right. Peter. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Your turn. What's your full name?
Peter Hamilton Evans. That's Hamilton.
Yep. Okay. Star sign?
Aries.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look. Okay, Peter. What's the main question you've got about your life?
Well, I purchased a summary from you, and on spiritual talents, it said that I got a complete connection to spirit, but I haven't recognized that.
Okay. It's because you're still in the negative components of the 9. Okay. I'll explain how that works.
Sorry,
You're still going through the negative karmic part of the 9. That's the reason.
Oh, right.
Okay. Let me just stop sharing the screen and see. I was going to get your diagram. In PowerPoint, it's easy to find it if I just stop sharing the screen. The second diagram, I've got a big up for you for that. Just because it's talents doesn't mean it's all positive 100% talents from the beginning. There's about 10 to 30% of here it is, of the pattern initially when you're born is going to be karmic. All right. So what you need to look at is the recommendations for a karmic 9. Okay. Have you got the book Your Soul Contract Decoded?
I have, yes.
Okay. So look up the karmic 9 part, and that's how you build the connection to spirit. Okay. All right.
Right.
I will explain here a bit more. Found it, what I want. Okay. Diagram, that one. Okay. So this is the soul contract reading training. This is the presentation we use. So I'll explain a bit more. So karma normally initially when you start off is 100% karmic negative. Doesn't mean it's bad, it's just learning. The talents also has that 10 to 20%. So I'd say for you, you're running in the black at the moment. So this is saying you need to work through whatever disempowering experiences you had as a kid. Because when we get disempowered, well, tell me what happened as a kid in terms of disempowerment with your parents at school or when you were younger.
Well, they didn't get on.
Oh, that doesn't help. Was it pretty bad, was it? Or
yes, it was bad, yeah.
Yeah. So that probably traumatized you, if I take a guess. Is that right? It's quite traumatic for you as a kid, them not getting on.
It was a bit when I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah. So that is the core wound to work on. Okay. So I suggest some divine healing, but probably trauma therapy in your case, because it's very formative. Because it's not feeling safe as a kid, you can shut down emotionally. Okay.
Right.
Because if they're having a go at each other, that is just as traumatic for you as if they did it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So heal the trauma. As you heal the trauma, you unfreeze emotionally. And as you unfreeze emotionally, then you can start to feel what we call the spiritual signature, the spiritual connection. Okay.
Right.
And then you'll plug into your intuition. You'll trust the feeling of your spirit in your body, and then you'll get the answers you need intuitively, much more.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the key for
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
look at that. Just get this to. Just trying to get it back to the other diagram. Hang on. It's got a bit stuck here. Hang on. I just need to pull up the other diagram. It's gone locked on you, that thing. Yeah. Here you are. Going to reshare, guys. I found the right diagram. Okay. So, yeah. You see, this is saying that you are a hypersensitive empath, Peter. This is Aries. You got five is Aries. You just step up and speak the truth. So this is saying you were shut down probably as a kid from speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because you're very sensitive, the trauma goes deeper. Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay. Was it terrifying as a child? At times with your parents?
Yeah, sometimes it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't seem to feel it now, though.
well, it may be very buried. Okay. All right.
Right.
Because this is saying a lot of suppression, and your system may have shut down a lot
Yeah.
of the feeling to keep you sane, because it would have been overwhelming because you're so sensitive. So
Yes.
I'd heal your parents. Trauma from the parents is the key thing to heal here for you. So you can
Right.
start to speak your truth. And as you defrost here, fives are highly intuitive. So if you're telling me you're not feeling so much of what's going on intuitively, it means that they shut down because it was just too much. Too much, it was overwhelming
Right.
for you. It's okay. It's just what was
Okay.
designed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're here to work with groups of people here out in society
Yeah.
to share pioneering knowledge processes. And you're here to run projects, actually.
Right.
Look at this. Does that sound familiar or resonate?
Yeah, it does a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing at the moment?
I'm retired now.
Yeah.
I was a solicitor, lawyer in government.
Okay. It must have been quite hard being this sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least you're out of it now. So
Yes.
yeah, work on your trauma, mixture of divine healing
Yeah.
and trauma therapy. Okay, something like EMDR.
Right.
Okay, or somatic experiencing. The two you might want to look at.
Okay.
EMDR. I'll post the link for EMDR on the description. Okay. All right, that's what I'd investigate because there's a whole new world for you to unlock here. There's a whole new life for you to take on board. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
That helped. Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's put you in here. Is that your birth name, Paul?
Yes.
Okay. Star sign?
Taurus.
Okay. Okay. I have a feeling it'll be something like that. Okay. All right. What's your question, Paul?
It's really about what long-term purpose is. I understand short-term, but I know that there's a much bigger mission on this lifetime. Trying to get more clarity about that mission.
Okay, what do you view the short-term purpose to be at the moment? What do you figure
Short-term
out?
purpose has really been about coaching and supporting people. but I know that long term it's really about moving large numbers of people to a higher frequency, a higher sense of purpose in their lives.
Yeah, well, that's all the sevens here. See all these ones here, the whole spiritual chart. Stand up on stage with an open heart and reach a lot of people. That's the mission. I think the coaching is just training, so you learn how to work with people. But I'd say, how old are you now?
53.
Okay, so you're on the 8th cycle, so definitely time to step up. Okay, so it's about healing any remaining heart wounding. You already heard me say it before. Any heart wounding, so you feel safe to show the true you out in the world. That's the key, authenticity. Okay, so you got 8 of them here, which is a lot. So you're meant to be with the crowd. You're meant to be the center, holding the whole audience together, facilitating them to grow. And the 12-3 here, everyone's got one of these. Everyone has so far. Interesting how you got attracted to come to this webinar. You're here to, again, absorb knowledge and then overcoming unworthiness to share deep soul knowledge with your audience. And the knowledge has to be pioneering, cutting edge knowledge. That's the 5 here. 5 is psychic abstract energy. So it's got to be cutting edge to keep you interested and them interested. Okay. Otherwise, you'll get bored. You do get bored, don't you? You got to keep looking for new things, probably, knowing you.
Totally, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's got to be right on the cutting edge, so you can nearly fall off. You got to be passionate about it. Okay. And then work with an open heart. You, I'd say again, you got another 5 here. Okay. So it's pure teaching. You're here to teach pure truth from the heart to a lot of people. That's the mission. Cutting edge truth. No compromise, no shortcuts, Paul. And then that's how you feel really alive. No hiding either. Okay. How's that sound?
That sounds on point.
That's what you're here to do. You've just started, I'd say. Okay. You've just been in training so far. Okay.
I would concur with that. Yes.
Yeah. It's good. We've got this far. So now you know the rest of the mission. So I would say once you get out there, you're going to live a different sort of life. But the key, as I said to everyone else, you've got to peel your ego onion. You've got to peel all these programs because that's a limiting factor. See, you're here. You've got your own personal soul contract. Here's your private session practice, which you're turning into a teaching practice. This external business is an external holographic representation of how far you've progressed internally. So you can only go as far as you've cleared yourselves inside, you guys. You are the limitation. You are the biggest risk factor in your businesses. Okay, so if you clear yourself here, while we have divine healing, this will expand. So when this slows down and there's a block, it's something in you causing it. Okay, because there's a glitch in your radiating out of the energy. Okay. So obviously, you've sort of got to run your businesses properly, good business practice, but the limitation is you. But also the expansion is you as well. So it goes both ways. Okay? This is an amazing chart. I've never seen 8 sevens, Paul. That's yeah. I mean, you're very specific on heart opening and speaking the truth, no matter what. So in your case, you may feel there's only one thing you can do. This is why. It's very, very focused on 2 primary themes. So it's like you're in this big glass tube, hurtling through life, and you're seeing other good things, and you can't get near them. Does that sound familiar?
Oh, definitely. And if I try to grab those things, it snaps back harshly back into that 5 and 7 energy.
Yeah, you just slide right on by, and okay, I have to get back to what I was going to do anyway. Okay. So in your case, minimal free will. Okay. But it's just what you needed. Okay. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
All right. You guys are doing great today. All right. Serene, what would you like me to do? Look at your chart?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's do this. Doing well. I think we might get through everybody today. All right. Okay. So Serene, what language is this in? What's your ethnic background?
Chinese.
Okay. All right. Any middle name?
No.
Okay.
The whole Qi Ping Yuan, like that's my full name.
Is it Chi Serene on your birth certificate or Serene Chi? How's the birth certificate written?
It's Qi Ping Yuan on my birth certificate, and Serene was not on.
So say it again. So it's Chi.
Dhee.
Yep.
Ping Yuen.
So what dialect is that?
Cantonese.
Cantonese. Okay. That'll do. Just so I know. Star sign?
Sagittarius.
Okay. Center's okay. How old are you now? How old are you now? 3?
43.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just at the end of the 6th cycle. So are you really wanting to get on with the mission now?
Yeah.
It's quite strong, isn't it? Okay. That's why I'm asking you these questions. Okay. So what's the question you have?
Yeah, my question was, you mean apart from the name thing?
I can answer your name question first. So let me just find that. We'll just ask the question out loud so everyone hears it.
Yeah.
Let me just take a look. I got it here. Just found it. So the birth name is what comes first. Okay. This is like the cake of your life. Your parents called you Serene. So Serene Qi Ping Yuan is like a layer of icing on the cake of your life. Okay, that's an overlay frequency. Okay. So you look at both names. In this case, we're just doing birth names here. Right.
Okay.
But I can actually look at both for you. Hang on. I will show you how overlays work. This is level 2 of the work. Okay, so I'm getting a bit of background noise. If Peter and if you could go on mute just in case. Anyone else? Yeah. Thanks, Peter. Okay. So I'll put overlays here. So we're going to look at it differently now. So we go Serene Chi. We're going to add another one on here. Copy it off the chat. So Serene Chi Ping Yuan, is that what you used from birth? Is that what you said
yes.
to me? So it's
Yes.
common name from birth. Okay. So we'll show you how that works. And then we'll just move this around a little bit. Move that down. This is what we use in level 2 overlays. Okay. So this is the cake of your life. The most important name. This is the second most important one because you use it from birth. Okay. And this one also another overlay name. They're all important, but this one especially. First important, second, third is the level of importance. With a book, you can actually analyze this name and this name partially. Okay. So what's your main question about your life, Serene? And I can answer it probably from all 3 charts.
How do I use my gifts to fulfill my life purpose? And if it can, make me some money, that would be even better because I feel stuck. I feel like I am like everywhere,
What do you mean everywhere?
Like I can feel this and I can feel that and I can feel like everything. So I don't know which one it is calling to me.
Okay. So what themes have been running that you've been feeling? I need a bit more data so then I can link it to the charts. Give me some examples of what you've been feeling about things.
Just like, feel frustrated. Like I feel like I want to, you know, do certain things or, heal certain things. physically as well as emotionally.
Yeah.
But I'm trying so many things and it's not really happening.
Okay, what emotional things have been bugging you? What's the biggest one? So we've got a gateway, a start point here.
Mm,
If you're prepared to
well,
share it.
I mean, I'm just angrier than I used before. I used to before this, you know.
Right.
It's,
You're feeling frustrated.
yeah, frustrated and just like, you know, I want to just have my peace, basically. And I feel like it's hard to get to that peace.
Okay. And what's creating the conflict or disruption for you in your life? What's turning out?
Well, I mean, I have young children. So,
That'll disturb your peace. Yes.
yeah. So it's even harder to get there. And I don't have like, because I need like I need my me time to like, you know, get back to myself.
Yeah.
So,
How old are the kids?
8 and 11.
Okay, we haven't had puberty yet, and you really want some meal time, some me time. Okay. All right. So let's look at why you're here. You're here to teach, to overcome great challenges, and to build your own unique, find your own unique structure of truth. Are you feeling a bit lost at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah. So you need to live into and karma means is you need to find your own structure for functioning in this life, balancing awakening spiritually, and this is the divine feminine energy, looking after the children. You've had the children so you can unconditionally take care of them. Because you're here as a teacher to unconditionally take care of all the people who are going to work with you. Okay. But you are plugged into source here. This is saying you have access to whatever you need to share in the world as a teacher, because you're here to give other people's truth or structure so they can find their truth. Is life very intense at the moment emotionally?
It's up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, the intensity is so that you can discover who you are through these intense relationships, and people you're with can discover who they are. Okay. So, yes, you do need to take a break. You have a partner or husband who can look after the kids sometimes.
Yeah, but he travels very often. That's why I need to be around.
Okay. Can you get an au pair or someone to look after the kids sometimes?
Mm, yeah, my parents are nearby, so they help.
Okay. So for you, you need to have a rest from the intensity of child raising and the whole family thing. You need to be a little selfish at times, maybe take a weekend to yourself. How about that as an idea? Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Or have your husband look after them so you can find out how you're probably working harder than he is, even though he may not think it. Okay. All right. It's good for me to look after two kids for a whole weekend without the partner here, and they really appreciate you a lot more. Has he done
Well,
that?
he is very supportive actually. So
Yeah.
he takes them whenever he can.
Okay, good. Stretch it a little bit. Okay. Because you do need the downtime to be with yourself, and have a break from the intensity. No social media, no other people, just chill out. Okay. That's what I suggest there. Because it gives you time to take out all the imprints from other people to find your peace and have a break from the intensity. But then you come back to share unconditionally with others. Because this is saying you've got a lot of power. You're here to set up some sort of spiritual center here to share knowledge in a grounded way to serve others. Okay, that's why you're here. Okay, so you're going to look after, become very unconditionally loving as a result of being a mother to help a lot of people. Okay, how's that sound?
That's good. I've been supporting like my friends who are, you know, new mothers, and yeah, just yeah, they appreciate that.
Okay, good. Hope that helped.
Thank you.
Okay. Jason, you had your hand up. Do you want me to take a look at your chart?
Sorry, sure.
Can you switch your camera on so I can connect with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Jason. So where are you? Where are you based?
In Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Okay. So let's set you up. Okay. And where are you from originally? Where's your family from?
Vietnam.
Okay. All right. And what is the birth name? What's the full birth certificate name?
Jason Mando.
Can you spell that?
It's I had it like converted for the phonetic or something, and so it's Mang, and then Do would be Doah, I think.
How's it normally spelled? We'll stick with just the way it's spelled for now, as it gets too confusing.
Manh.
And where were you born?
Calgary
You were born in Canada.
or Vancouver. Vancouver, yeah.
So this is how it appears on the English Canadian birth certificate.
Yeah, that's how it appears.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be fine. Okay. So star sign.
Gemini.
Okay. What's going on here? Thank you, everybody, for sharing yourselves. This really helps people understand how this works. Okay. So what's your main question, Jason? Oh, yeah. How old are you at the moment?
26.
Okay. All right. So what's your main question you've got about this life, this journey you're on?
Yeah, I think like everyone like soul purpose, and then just learning more about the karmas and how I can use like the talents to work with and kind of absolve any kind of karmas. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got karmic 11-2 here. So have you been feeling a bit lost in life when you were younger?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So this part of life, because you're in the fourth cycle of 7 years, to find your own structure of truth out in the physical world. How does it work? So what are you doing at the moment?
I
Work-wise?
use right now I'm in between jobs. Like I quit earlier this year.
Yeah.
So I just took a bit of time to travel, and now I'm kind of getting back into things and seeing what's next.
Okay. What sort of work have you been doing? So I got some feel what structure you've been exposed to.
It's like I studied accounting, and so it's mainly been like office jobs. So yeah.
Okay. That's not really what you want to do, is it?
No.
No. So this feeling of being lost will get better. So basically, you've got to take all the ideas and concepts that come to you. There's a lot of them in the world. Throw out the things which aren't resonant with you. And okay, thank you, Serene. We'll see you later. Serene has to go because it's past midnight in Malaysia. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. You've got to build your own unique structure of truth, Jason. Don't just believe what people say to you. Just feel in you, is that true for me? And it's fine if it isn't, because you're here to build your own structure of truth, and then you are here to share it in the world here with others. That's what you're here to really do, and give them emotional support with it too to do that. And this is saying you're an explorer. This is saying you like to try out lots of different things out in the world. Is that true? This is why
I like to think so. I
Yeah,
like to think so, but it's hard traveling. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why you want to travel. So 20 is great movement. And through this great movement, plus the emotional support, so you can move much further than the average person, you'll find through that journey your structure of truth. You'll find your place in the world. So keep journeying as much as you can. Okay. All right. Any major conflicts in this life so far with people?
No.
Okay, because it has water peace in there. So if you end up in a major conflict, long-term conflict with someone, the only way to resolve it is to walk away. Okay, just so if it does occur, because you have to reach inner peace within you, and if you approach someone you're at war with, it'll make it worse. Because I'm saying that because you've got two of these things here.
Okay.
You're going to have to try on different things. You had one earlier. Okay, you're going to have to try on different things and feel in your stomach, symbolic stomach, is it right for me? And if if you feel insecure or restless, you need to look for the next thing to do. So you're going to have multiple careers, okay? And it's okay. Everyone says you got to settle down and do one thing, but that's just a matrix program. In your case, you need to try on stuff. You got to test drive life basically to find out your true path. And you'll get to some point, it's usually mid-40s, might be sooner, because you're a younger generation, where you'll feel, oh, I'm in the right place. I found my place. And you'll be pretty happy then, okay? But it's okay to feel restless in terms of exploring and trying on things. It's okay to be dissatisfied with the work you're doing, because your generation won't tolerate what previous generations put up with at work. So find what makes your heart sing, Jason. And you're here to connect to God, consciousness. You're here to be of service with spiritual energies, the divine feminine and masculine, and the divine feminine. So you got a very high frequency spiritual chart. So it's really here to do spiritual work. Take this God consciousness and ground it and express it in society. That's the mission, with a lot of love. Okay? And all the stuff here is just you getting used to the world, because my feeling is you haven't come here very often to Earth. So you're just learning how it works. Okay? So the way you're wired from the high dimensions doesn't fit with the way this world is. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason for that is because you didn't come here to fit into the old world. You came here to build the new world, which is a different set of parameters. And you'll see the world differently to previous generations. So be in your truth, be authentic, find your place, and then express your love and service, spiritual service here in a grounded way. A lot of unconditional love. That's the mission. Okay? And trust yourself first. Trust yourself first. It's got to feel right in you. And then if you follow that path, it'll unfold, it'll work for you. Okay?
Thank you.
How does that sound?
That sounds like the mission.
Yeah. So you don't do things that the Matrix tells you, because the people saying it don't usually know what they're talking about, because they're just programmed. Okay, they're agents in the Matrix. Do what's right in your heart. Okay,
Yeah,
it's called
right.
following the spiritual signature. Even if everyone says, oh, it's a bad idea. If you follow the flow of spirit, what opens your heart the most in terms of the choices you have, you try them on in your heart, then you can't go wrong. It'll guide you. You have a very good connection here to God. So let it guide you. Listen to that. And then the mission will unfold. So what you see now and what will happen next are two completely different things. You've got to be to the right state of consciousness and emotional clarity, then the highest level will drop down the next level. When you do that, then the next level will come. This is how it works. So just be in the moment. Trust God.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Hope that helps. All right, people. I think everyone's had a go, haven't they? Really? Everyone had a go? Not quite. Karen Beer, you want me to look at yours?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's put this in here. This is a record. We've never got through this many before. Okay. Is that the birth name? Birth certificate name?
The middle name is Singh, Singh.
Star sign?
Sin.
No, your star sign. What's your star sign?
Oh, Gemini.
Okay. Okay, what's your question, Karen Bear?
How do I like manifest a more soul aligned job? So throughout a good part of my 20s, and also I'm heading into a job of unloading the truck, which I did that before. But long story short, throughout a lot of this time, I felt like I was in jobs that didn't like that where I didn't belong there.
This is the 15 here. You're trying on lots of different things to find out what doesn't work, so you can get clear. what does, how old are you now? Exactly. What did you say?
31 now.
31. Okay. So you're in the fifth cycle. So you're going to have to journey around trying on things to find out what doesn't work for a bit longer, like this.
Yes.
It's okay. Okay. So just go for whatever's next, and eventually you'll get to the right place. Okay. But really, you're here. Look, another 12-3. You're here to communicate and teach in some form. Okay. But you've got to go on the journey to find yourself. And I think the key for you is to come into your power here, the spiritual karmic 9. So this is saying there's a lot of disempowerment as a kid. Is that the case?
Oh, yes, definitely. I still live with my birth parents currently, and I'm at the point where, like, once I figure out an alternative, I would like move to a different country or something.
Yeah. So you've got to get out of the Asian family matrix, okay, so you can find yourself. Okay, that's the first thing. All right. And then you got some space where you feel safe and be yourself. Okay. That's the first objective. Then I'd suggest trauma therapy so you can overcome this 9, transmute it into empowerment because you're here to empower others. Okay. Because you have a lot of power if you need it, and you're here to use it in a very specific way and to support others and give them structure coming to their power as some sort of communicator teacher. That's the mission. Okay. All right. And as you come into your power, the other thing that will happen is that you'll then start to feel worthy to be loved, which means you start to generate the money so you can escape from the parental home. Okay.
Yes.
How's that sound?
Very great. And I also feel like when I read the book, I start to understand it more. I feel like the book explains how the chart works and it's all like intertwined.
It is. I mean, you're sitting in the transmission of the energy in the book. It's the best thing I could do in a book format to give as many people as possible this manual to Earth. It's the one I would have liked when I was 20. Okay. So that's the purpose of the book. It's the Lightworker's Guide, how to navigate this lifetime, which they don't give you on the way down. So we always had to figure it out the hard way. So that's why the book is there. Okay. All righty. Okay. All right, people. Okay. Any other questions before I go back to the presentation based upon that? Thank you, everybody, for sharing. That was a good range, but interesting. Everyone had a 12-3. That's fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting.
I have one question.
Joanna?
Maybe it's not relevant, but if you say like my mom told me that she was going to name me a name,
Yeah.
and then like right when I was born, she changed what my name was going to be.
Yeah.
Is that significant or?
You might want to check that name out to see if it has any meaning. It could be that out of her free will, because you are telepathing to your mother what you want it to be called,
Mhm.
and you may have overrode her free will, say, to get the correct name. I mean, do you feel your life is in alignment, or do you feel it's completely, out of alignment? Do you feel
Sometimes,
you don't fit in this body at all? It's like something's gone wrong.
I mean, sometimes, but I do feel what you were describing in my chart it feels like what my life has been. But I resonate deeply with the name she was going to give me. The name that she ended up giving me was my father's mother, who had passed away. So it's almost like maybe I was going to work on some family karma or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. You probably need to look at the overlay effect of that name. That might be part of an optimal name you may need to use in the future, which is why it's there, which would resolve a lot of the issues you're facing in the current name and get you on your mission. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Because the name was Madeline, which is very like feminine, I think, with like the Madeline energies, which is interesting with what you were speaking about with the coming into the feminine. So maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
thank you.
what would they have called you?
Madeline.
Full name though. What would have been the full name?
Probably Madeline Christine Moore. Same thing, just a different first name.
Let's go and check it. Let me just see me here. Okay. So I'm going to share again. I should have to find the right chart. We'll see we're going to tell you a bit more about that.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's create an overlay sheet for you. Okay. So we'll add that on. That correct spelling of Madeline? You?
Yes, yeah. And then, yeah, Christine.
This name would have bought. Using spiritual energy to be a pure service to others here, that'll help you overcome the blockage to that here. Brings you a lot more power. You're actually fortunate you didn't have this as a birth name because you would have had a lot more trauma in life.
Oh, okay.
So you actually dodged a bullet there, Joanna. Okay.
Okay.
This is the same, sharing the flow, spiritual teacher out in society. But this is gonna, I think you're better off with this one. This is more ungrounded, more traumatized, this name. Okay. So yeah, that's better for you.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you for looking at that.
I think it was probably you who said, "No way, Mom," because that's not looking good. We go for that.
Wait a
I think that's
Wait
what
a
we
minute.
know. I think that's what. So you didn't miss out anything. Okay.
Good. Okay.
You avoided something particularly messy. In saying that case.
Yeah. Oh,
All
that's
right.
good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so you can relax about that now. So it wasn't a better life you could have led. It would have been worse.
Yeah.
It would have been tougher. That one.
Thank you.
Any other questions, people, before I move to a bit more on a bit more? Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get through a few more slides here. Okay. So those of you guys who are watching, and you want to figure out what your name means, I'm going to go through the meaning of the 22 numbers. If you figure out your chart from soulcontrolreader.com, here's the essence of the numbers. If you have a 1 in talents, it's about unity, power, and stability. Then karma or goals is overcoming misuse of power and avoidance of spiritual growth. The 2 is about having emotional resiliency and objectivity. In karma or goals, it's lack of resilience, wisdom, and foolishness. If you have a 3 in talents, it's all about communication. In karma or goals, it's unworthiness to communicate, to be seen. 4 in talents is duplication, sharing, and trusting in the flow of God. Karma or goal 4 is lack of trust in God, in the flow of God of nature. 5 is about truth and intuition, having that ability. If it's in karma, it's fear of speaking the truth because of past life persecution and the misuse of the voice. 6s is about having creativity and focus and talents. And karma or goals is a lack of focus, block creativity, rigidity, frustration, anger, too many ideas, nothing gets done because you're going in multiple directions at once. 7s of talents is the heart is open, very objective, action-orientated, magnetizing people. It's in karma or goals, it means the heart is closed because of damage, emotional damage, which means you can't show yourself, which means you can't decide who you are, therefore you can't decide who anyone else is. So everyone else you look at, you're not seeing the truth of who they are. Okay, you're living in dreamland, even if you've known them for years. And indecision, control, so people don't find out who you are, hiding on top of a mountain. 8s in talents is someone who's very grounded, connecting with people. So karma or goals is being ungrounded, has to come to the body, has to overcome avoidance of connection with people. If you have 9s here in karma, It's very resistance to power, victim consciousness, no boundaries. Okay, not a pleasant idea, thought, Joanna. Would have been pretty rough. There's some talents, very powerful, catalytic, trust in spirit. The 10 in talents is manifestation of God, service, intuition. Okay, that's you, Jason. Okay, if it's in karma or goals, it's a denial of God and the ego and misuse of power. 11s and talents means you can assimilate all the right structure and share that structure with the world. So in karma or goals, it's a lack of structure, feeling lost. Okay, life and death of people and ideas and relationships. 12s and talents is about the absorption, expansion of knowledge and love. So in karma or goals, it's learning, balanced expansion. So all of you guys with 12 threes, which is pretty much everyone, you've got to drop about 3 gears and take your time and to look after yourselves. 13 in talents is the unconditional love of the divine feminine. If it's in karma or goals, it's heart blockage to love. It's a lack of love from the mother or absence of mother, or learn to become a good mother if you're a woman, or even as a man, learn to become a good parent. So the karmic 13 or goal 13 can neglect the needs of others. 14 is this intensity we mentioned. Intense relationships to learn about yourself and talents. In karma, it's about learning acceptance through relationships. Okay, you have to see parts of yourself and accept them even if they're unpleasant. 15 is the ability to feel God if it's in talents. If it's in karma or goals, you're running around trying all those different things on because you're feeling insecure, because you can't feel the right place to be. Okay, nearly there. So 16, bringing spiritual energies down to the earth plane and sharing them with a 7. In plain English, grounding these spiritual energies. If it's in karma or goals, it's blocking this energy, refusing to accept the spiritual energies. 17 is expression, society, and talents. If it's in karma or goals, it's suppression of that expression, inability to relate. And 18 in talents is choosing to follow spirit. If it's in karma or goals, it's not wanting to follow spirit, it's wanting to follow the path of the ego, ending up being fearful of making the wrong decisions. So the decision is, shall I follow the ego or shall I follow God? 19 in talents is creating space for others out of spiritual energies in this denser reality. So they can come and learn about and achieve their goals. If it is in karma or goals, an ability to accept that space rather than becoming over-involved in physical vibrations, misusing spiritual energies. 20 is the movement, which Jason had. It's in talents. If it's in karma or goals, it's having a rigid belief system, inability to move, having internal conflict, creating external war, willing to find peace. 21 in talents is the ability to endure and overcome big challenges and hardships. Okay. If it's in karma or goals, it's getting very stuck, doing things the hard way. And to overcome that by building strength. 22 in talents is about completion, living mind, body, and soul, reconnecting to source. Okay, if it's in karma or goals, it can be in the ego, complete disconnection from source, very painful. Okay, so that's for, so you can work out what a chart means. Okay, from soulcontractreader.com. What else we got here? So, anyone wants to generate reports for other people, they have to go to the book we have developed, the Soul Contract Report Service. And basically, you can get a summary report, which I think some of you have, which is 4 to 6 pages, or a full report, which is 140 pages. So basically, it produces everything from the book, plus a whole lot of supporting new text, so you can understand yourself or help others understand themselves. Okay, because people were asking me from the book, can I just press the button and get the report? Because I don't want it to go to the book for my 10 family members. That's why we built it. And this is what's in them. Takes about 2 to 7 days to deliver them, but basically you get a lot of information very quickly to find out what's going on for yourself or for others. The full report contains everything you see in the book, plus a whole lot more. Okay, in terms of how to navigate your life. So you can give it to somebody and then they can work out. Hold them by the hand, take them through their entire chart and explain what's going on. Summary report is shorter, it just gives them the highlights that you guys have had today. You can get it at yoursoulcontractreport.com. Okay, so it's a more cost-effective way than having a live reading. If you have a lot of people or who want to get a taste of this work, okay? And if they have the report, they can always have a live reading later to ask questions about it. If any of you are interested in learning how to train in this modality, it's very powerful to for you to give your clients a complete understanding of their issues, guide them through the challenges they face, builds trust, they get better and faster results in progressing through life. And we teach you how to do these readings based on the 22 numbers. We help you open your channel. And basically, we help you wake people up, just like you learned. Just think about your experience of being exposed to this and how powerful that was. So we teach you how to do that. It was 5 days. So it moves beyond just reading the book. I have people, Paul, who've studied the book for years like you have, but there's a limit to what you can do with a book. The book is just left brain knowledge, plus the transmission. Training is not more of the book. It's about you becoming the work. You sit in the field for 3 days or 5 days, when you activate your DNA, you become it. So it's far beyond the book. So after that, you won't need the book because you become the book. You become the pure energies. You sit in the 22 frequencies of the knowledge. And we spend the first 3 days using examples from everyone in the class that goes through usually all 22 numbers. And they will share the visceral, often harsh experience of what they've been through, and you'll never forget that. So you leave the training with a good idea what the 22 numbers mean. You just have a feeling in your body. Okay. And then we spend the last 2 days, we teach you how to hold space and channel through the system the cosmic conversation that your client needs to hear in that moment so they can move forward in their life. Okay. So people can't believe that they can actually do that, but because you became it in the first 3 days, your transmission will be very accurate and on the money. And you'll change people's lives with this. That's what we teach you in the training. Plus, there's lots of support as well. Follow-on support. We want to take it to another level. Okay. And so, in that channeled, structured conversation, cosmic conversation between your higher self and their higher self, okay, you'll bring people a lot of peace, relief, and empower those who got stuck. Okay. I'm amazed at how long people have been studying the book and they turn up for the training. It's really interesting. There are people here who read it 3 to 7 years in the last training. So you're good, Paul. 12 years or whatever it was is a long time. So this is how you take it to another level altogether. So we teach you how to show people where they are on that spiritual map of life, because remember, it's a pathway of potential. And say, you're here. And they say, well, I'm facing this, that, and the other, Paul. And say, we teach you how to target the recommendations for where they are so they can break through to the next level. Okay. So they can align to their purpose. You touch their inner truth, their inner being with the truth, because it slices through all the ego illusion. And the power of this is enormous. It still surprises me even 36 years later. You can really connect to a deeper level yourself and others. And it helped me get compassion for humanity, because I had a karmic knowing when I was very numbed out. And I can honestly say I'm a lot more compassionate since I've been doing this work, because I can see how the programs have built people a certain way, but the beauty of this work is you can help them work through it. So it gives people hope. So yeah, you'll be giving and preparing readings in the group. With a bit of practice, you can do that afterwards, a bit of study. Okay, and we support you with support programs that are optional. So you can actually get out there. We support people over 6 months. So you can actually get it into your practice. Any questions on that? That was just a bit of a overview of the training. Any questions on that? Okay. Interested in learning the training? The next Western Hemisphere one, 7th to the 9th, 11th to 12th of October. Starts at 12:30 p.m. UK, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Central, 5:30 a.m. Mountain, 4:30 a.m. Pacific. Because I can't teach beyond 8:30 at night here. So you can find out more here at soulcontractreading.com. Full fee is £718 or about $900. The deposit is £277 or $350. We run a Western Hemisphere one in about March and October each year. We run an Asia Pacific one in the middle of the year. Next one is 17th and 19th, 21st, 23rd of June. This is provisional. This will be 6 days. We're moving to a 6-day format, but a 7-hour day rather than an 8-hour day because people want it more paced and they want more of the spiritual philosophy behind it. So the prices increased for the 6-day one to about £8 for £1, $11.40. This starts at 6 a.m. UK. It's designed for Asia and Australasia. So Malaysia, Serene is 1 o'clock. Same with Hong Kong. Australia is out at 3 p.m. If you're in North America, people still come from North America. It's 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. Central. Previous day, 11 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Pacific. Doesn't seem to stop people when they find it. We do that because people in Asia are very into the work. Okay. So this is if you want to go deeper, next level altogether of the work. Okay. So, any final questions, people? So that's just a whole range of things we offer, depending on what you want to do with the work.
And is there the healing training also? Divine healing. What's it called?
Yeah, we have divine healing, which I've talked about a bit. It's based on Ask and You Shall Receive, and that's running the 10th to 13th of September. I'll put a link in the description. Our mirror designed it to heal all the issues in the soul contract. So you need a very powerful technique to do that. So the idea is that someone learns your soul contract, and then if you're a practitioner, you can say, okay, I can help you with divine healing if you've learned it. And you can progressively over time peel apart their contract. So then they can turn that inspiration of the contract into actually a living reality of bringing online their gifts of service. So a lot of our people do both.
I'm actually going to join the divine healing at some point, most likely towards the later part of this summer. I'll look at the scheduling for it.
Yeah, 10th to 13th of September is the last one this year. Next one will be in it'll probably be in March next year. Okay.
I think I could join by then. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll put a link on the description for it. Okay.
It sounds great. Yes.
Yes. As long as you can feel your feelings, Karen, you'll be okay. So, all right, that's a mouthful, people. Thanks for your patience. Anything else anyone want to share or ask questions of before we finish?
So this upcoming training, the one in October, it's a 3-day with the transmissions. Is that what you were speaking of?
Yeah, there's 3 days of using the class members. Everyone shares specific numbers. And we talk about the meaning. We don't read the manual. Like we look at parts of it. Mainly it's like a karmic 9 or a 10-1, and you'd share your particular one or whatever we've selected from your chart. We do that for 3 days, so we get through, I don't know, 2/3 of the numbers, and because you get all the numbers simultaneously, and that's usually enough so you become the work. Then we have a day off to integrate that. And the last 2 days is where we teach you how to give and receive readings. So you practice what you become. Okay, and that's actually what happens there, and you'd be amazed what will come out of your mouth. It's just like magic happens with this class. So.
Amazing. Thank
So
you. And those are 8-hour days.
Those are 8-hour days, but it's 4 1.5-hour sessions approximately, unless we're doing practice readings.
Yeah.
So basically it's you can integrate it with whatever other therapies you have, but it becomes the framework to understand what your clients are doing, what they're presenting, So then you can fit your modalities around what they're presenting, and you can see it clearly in the soul contract, which means you can be more targeted in the way you work with them. So they're going to progress a lot faster once they've understood what their contract is. So everyone's happier. You're seeing progress. They're going quicker. There's no guesswork anymore with it as a practitioner.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Anything else before we go? No? Okay, people. You've been a great audience. Thank you for sharing your lives. And I hope this has helped. Right. I have the recording out in the next few days.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
thank
Bye.
you.